I rebelled against the assignment, but I'm excited to read a short story that I wrote for this evening. All right. It's called Rubbernecking at the Harvest Moon. Studies have shown, doesn't that phrase scare you? When I call upon studies to show me something, I'm wailing from a wretched pit. Studies have shown that car crashes increase on evenings with a full moon. Studies have also shown that 34% of Australians suffer from chronic loneliness. Studies have shown that porn addiction correlates with suicidal behavior. Studies have shown that studies are called upon like prayers. God help my soul and please show me the study. Full moons pop up over the road and kill people that are just trying to drive. I won't read the studies, but I can explain. It isn't that the gravity of the great rock makes tidal waves in our blood. We're just specks. We've known it since our first sleepovers, hot sleeping bag breath asking, can you believe we're some stupid specks among stars? That there's no point? We were right then and we're right now. We don't matter. We don't matter enough for the surfers to wait within us, catching the tide every 29 days. It isn't that the moon cycle resembles menstruation. It isn't that once a month rage inspires women to equip vehicles like weapons, killing mercilessly. It isn't that the sound of werewolves is too screeching to drive. I don't believe in werewolves. I think they're not real, not as real as God anyway. But God maybe also isn't real. I hope he is, but in the event that he's not, what do studies suggest of our purpose, and how irrelevant are werewolves to it? To me, the reason car crashes happen on nights of full moons is because we just stare at it. We're driving and then up past the reds and the greens of the stoplights, past human-made mazes and hazes, centuries of smoke obscuring it all but that big weird rock. Why does it circle us? What does it want from us? It wants nothing from us, our hearts say. Innocent children and evil dictators agree. The moon is beautiful. We turn to whoever's in the back seat and make demands. Look at the moon. Or the kids are shouting at us from the back to catch our attention. We're annoyed until we see it. Then we descend into remorse. They're right. Our peace doesn't matter. Only the moon does. Right now, I'm writing this on the night of the harvest moon, October of 2024. All day, the sky's been strange, hasn't it? It's not the colors of sunset that have been well documented in every kaleidoscopic thesaurus. It's the feeling, or the lack thereof, how it tilts the ground somewhat, that it can maybe convince me that God is real or that I'm loved by anyone. I don't crash, but I can see how that can happen. I'm reminded of the Farmer's Almanac, how generations plan their years around this, how the harvest moon signals mandatory uprooting, eating of vegetables, perfectly round from days marinating in dirt. They wash the dirt and place these roots on tables, oohs and ahs and chews and chomps, and hopefully no tongue biting or choking. Now we just see it in passing. We're pulling out of the Whataburger drive-thru. We ask for one classic burger and 3 jalapeno burgers, but they give us 4 jalapeno burgers. My dad is really stressed because they noticed the mistake before he even complains about it. They make us wait for the price correction, and we watch the employees argue about this, some theatrical luminous light, while we all sit parked. My mom and father are in the front seat. My sister and I are in the back with my son wedged between us. And my sister keeps leaning over and whisper hissing, don't let them forget the ketchup. Who cares about cheeseburgers when there's the moon? We're all talking about it. Then we move on to this superhighway where George Bush meets the tollway and the concrete starts moving in spirals. The spirals you see from aerial views on the news, the spirals that replace the farmland of the harvest moon, the croplands and cattle I grew up with, smothered by concrete hypnosis. But the moon is the opposite of an aerial view. It's one of the few things we have that you can't look down to see. Unlike everything else, looking at the moon improves our posture, our clarity, our eyes up towards the sky. Studies have shown that full moon rubbernecking causes death. I think that kind of death is cute. The studies probably don't show that, but it's just what I think. Thank you.